Sharp reactions from the states of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka to their share in the centre's tax devolution of 1,73,030 crores that was announced a few days ago. While the confrontation over allocation between the states and the centre has been a simmering issue and a long pending grouse of states like Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Tamil Nadu Finance Minister Thangam Thennarasu have slammed the allocation. In a statement, Siddaramaiah accused the NDA government of betrayal to Karnataka and said that there was a shocking drop from previous installments. Tamil Nadu's Finance Minister, as I mentioned, Thangam Thennarasu, in a post on X, also argued that the allocation from the five southern states was only 15%, but Bihar, UP and Madhya Pradesh had been given 40%. He asks if this is cooperative federalism or centralized discrimination. Remember, this is an ongoing argument between the states and the centre. So is this just a political demand by opposition rule states, or is there a serious argument that one needs to consider? Joining me this evening, Guru Prakash Paswan of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Salem Dharanitharan of the DMK, pro-Congress political observer Syed Asad Abbas, and pro-BJP political observer Anurag Naidu. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Happy festivities to all of you. My first question to you, Guru Prakash Paswan: the insinuation from the centre, from the states like Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, is that they are taking the unfair burden for states like UP, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh. Is this discrimination as asked by the DMK's and Tamil Nadu's Finance Minister?
No, Veer, we have to understand that there are constitutional mechanisms, revenue sharing practices and financial data available to counter this claim. This is nothing but baseless, illogical and has no semblance to any reality. We have to understand that the pre-2014 mechanism of planning commission is what the Congress party is used to when it comes to fiscal federalism. When Bharatiya Janata Party came to power, we ensured that, because the now Prime Minister and the then Chief Minister of Gujarat has spoken about it on multiple occasions. If you look at the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission, the devolution to state from 32% it became 42%. So for the Bharatiya Janata Party, for the NDA government and especially for Prime Minister Modi, he has been emphasizing on this fact that it is about Team India. It is about the collective leadership. And I have the data in front of me. They speak of discrimination. In the year 2020-21, Tamil Nadu received 12,629 crore as GST compensation. Karnataka received 19,000 crore. Kerala received 8,000 crore despite having a small economy. Point number one. Point number two, the GST, if you look at the Constitution, Article 279, subclause A, it categorically talks about that all states, listen to this very carefully, all states, irrespective of their economic strength, are given equal representation in terms of decision making. So there is absolutely no question of discrimination. And also, just a thought I want to share with my friends from the DMK and my friend from the Congress party. Maharashtra is equally productive. Gujarat is equally productive. Maharashtra has been contributing to the 15% of the national tax share, but we never hear arguments like this from Maharashtra. There is a Bharatiya Janata Party government in Maharashtra. There is a Bharatiya Janata Party government in Gujarat. But why this sense? And Congress party finance minister only last year said that we are contributing so much and it gives us a separate right. Why do you expect such level of entitlement? And this is something which is unacceptable. What is being done now, it is perfectly in sync with the constitutional principles, with the Finance Commission recommendation and the structure of fiscal federalism. So there is no point in creating this havoc. There is no point in creating, and every time, every month, 2 months, 3 months, you would see a similar set of argument from a DMK spokesperson or a Karnataka government spokesperson. This is something which is unacceptable.
Let me get Salem Dharanitharan to respond to the points you're making. Guru Prakash Paswan saying this is as per the principles of the Finance Commission. Obviously, the arguments of the state have been taken by the next Finance Commission. So for the moment, this is absolutely fair and there is no discrimination. Salem Dharanitharan, how do you respond to that?
I think BJP has been experts in playing with numbers. When they have to, when percentage suits them, they use percentage. When absolute number suits them, they use absolute number. Firstly and foremost, the Finance Commission recommended 42%. So to subvert that, what did the union government do? Increase the pool of cess and surcharge from 7% to 25%. That means if the states contribute 100 rupees, only 75 rupees are divided with the states, which means if 42% of that is going to be divided with the states, because it's 42% of the 75%, it's only the 31% that's being divided with the states. So there's already reduction. So normally across the world, cess and surcharge are used for specific programs. So it'd be 2%, 3%, not 25%. Nowhere in the world, BJP can go and disprove me. Nowhere in the world, cess and surcharge has been collected more than 5 or 6%. So this 25% of the money is not divided with the states, is used for centrally sponsored scheme and sectorally sponsored scheme. And using these schemes, which are discretionary of the union government, they fund BJP rule state. Case in point, Kelo Bharat, Gujarat's in the lowest number of contingent to the Olympics, got 500 crores. Tamil Nadu sent the third highest contingent to Olympics, got 15 crores. 15 crores. And the number of industrial units and industrial parks, union government funded, or the money that we get for phase 2 metro, are all Tamil Nadu is being discriminated. That's this point in case. Next point is very, very important, is that, see, for any country like India to grow, the individual states will have to grow. All the southern states put together have a population of about 20%. Having a population of, we contribute to about 50 India's GDP. Hello?
Okay.
We contribute to about 50%
Right,
of
go
Indian
ahead.
GDP. Right? We only get 15% back. And
Right, go ahead,
states
quickly finish
which
your
are
point.
contributing to India's GDP. So if these states do not grow, the states that contribute to the GDP of the country do not grow, then how will the country grow? And the second important point is, see, Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh have the same per capita GDP in 1960s. But today, Tamil Nadu's per capita GDP is 4 times higher. So these are the states that are helping the country to grow. Why are UP and Bihar not able to grow? It's because they don't have institutional capacity. So without increasing the institutional capacity, whatever money you put in, these states are not going to grow. So eventually the growth of the country will get
Anurag
stopped because
Naidu.
so the states that contribute to the
Anurag
growth are not being
Naidu,
given money.
respond to this question. The core argument that's being made is that states which are efficient and effective are being penalized, and hence being, especially both from opposition rule states as the DMK says, and the other are states which have been more productive, are being penalized in this allocation. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, I think, Veera, the gentleman made a point. Some of the states do not have institutional setup. Are they meaning Amir ko Amir banao, Garib ko Garib banao? I mean, the states that do not have institutional setup needs to be supported. That's the whole reason why the restructuring happened. And the recommendation of the finance commissions are based on constitutional framework. And if you really want to challenge that, you may well go to the court. I mean, look, I'm coming from Andhra Pradesh, Veera. 6th of January, Prime Minister was there in Visakhapatnam announcing projects worth 2 lakh crores. I've not seen that kind of a scale. Although if you see the numbers in the devolution, Andhra should really be crying, but he's given it in some other form. So he ensures that the devolution may be in terms of the numbers and the distribution, but the devolution is not with respect to the development. For the development, whatever needs to be done, all these big cities like Bangalore, Chennai, or Hyderabad, how do you think the companies and the MNCs are coming here and investing without the approval and the consent and the blessings of the central government and the Prime Minister himself? So he supports, he understands the economics, and he understands the economical benefits that the corporates might have in certain pockets. But there are some institutional setups and framework that are supposed to be put in place in states like UP, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh and other states, which needs to be supported for the time being so that they elevate. Otherwise, how else are you expecting them to build this institutional setup? And I think the future lies in this heavy populist, the demographies like UP and Madhya Pradesh that are throwing up very strong human capital.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Anurag Naidu. I'll have to get Syed Asad Abbas as well into this. The core argument here then is that states which have been growing for traditionally are the ones which have often been the one carrying the burden of it. So what's wrong with this? Is this purely being turned into a political argument?
I'll tell you what is wrong, Veera Sahab. The fact is, the Bharatiya Janata Party believes in this beautiful George Orwellian quote. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. And I'll tell you how. The fact of the matter is, I come from a beautiful state of Karnataka. I'm a very proud Indian from the south. And I can tell you, there is a stepmotherly treatment given out to not just Karnataka, but Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh as well. Let me give you state art statistics and figures. The fact we need to understand, what does a Karnataka contribute? 4.5 lakh crore annually to the national exchequer and receives only a paltry 45,000 crore in tax share and 15,000 crore in grants. If you take that and simplify it, Karnataka receives a mere 13 paisa on every rupee contributed. We are the second largest contributors of tax, and this is absolutely unfair. Anything to change, I've always believed that change is the only constant. There is a tax devolution system is indeed flawed. The respective finance commission needs to understand that, without which this will lead to catastrophic affairs. We need to understand that India as a nation, however, is a sovereign nation, but also there is a federalism structure. For a larger, greater economy and development, federal states need to be pushed ahead. Now let us understand. We in Karnataka make only 5% of India's population, but Karnataka contributes 8.4% to the nation's GDP. Like I said, we rank second in GST collection and lead the nation in GST growth with an impressive 17% increase, sir, dear BJP spokesperson. However,
Okay.
despite Karnataka's significant contributions, the union budget has doubled from 24 lakh crore in 2018 to double to 48 lakh crore in 24-25. Yet Karnataka's share has stagnated. India grows, my country should grow. But
Okay.
why is Karnataka still stagnated there, sir?
So you
speak of finance commission, devolution.
all of you
system.
have put
Why
forth
don't you
the
accept
numbers.
this and do better for the state of Karnataka?
All of you have put forth the
Can I
numbers.
come in?
No, all of you have put forth the numbers that you've come in. I've just got last 2 minutes, 1 minute to Guru Prakash Paswan, 1 minute to Salem Dharnitaran, so that the devolution of time on the show is absolutely fair and equal. Guru Prakash Paswan, my first question
Thank
to
you, Veera Sahab.
is there a strong argument that's being put forth by the states as well, which needs to be considered? Because this has been a strong, emotive, persistent argument by states like Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, even other states like Telangana and Kerala as well.
नहीं देखो वीरा, we have to understand that especially when it comes to the budget outlay to Andhra Pradesh this year, we saw a major chunk, a major share of our resources went to the state of Andhra Pradesh. So I don't get this argument. And also
It's
in
in the
lighter
lie. It has
vein,
to
you
be.
see the contradiction of the Congress party, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. You see the contradiction of Mr. Rahul. I did not speak when you were speaking, sir. Thank you so much. So let's extend this courtesy to each other. You see the contradiction of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Rahul Gandhi on one hand says, "Jitni abadi utna hak." Now, where is your approach to Jitni Abadi Utna Hak? Are you trying to create a sense of discrimination? Is Uttar Pradesh or Bihar not part? So the point is not that. The point is the creation of cleavages on every possible issue. On social issue, you want to do politics. On financial issue, you want to do politics. You want to create cleavages. You want to create unrest. This is not the way. Please indulge in some positive politics. Like I said, the devolution to state has been one of the topmost priority for Prime Minister Modi. The first decision that he made was abolition of Planning Commission. Planning Commission was nothing but a major roadblock in terms of financial devolution to the states.
Salem Dharnitaran,
hello?
last point to you.
Can I get
Last
30
question.
seconds?
Let me
Veera
not.
Sahab?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me not do a water poetry. Let me come in here. See, I think the BJP spokesperson himself had made my case very easy by saying Andhra Pradesh got a lot of money. That is the problem here. You collect cess and surcharge, which is not visible because you need the Andhra Pradesh government support to run your union government. Let me not be interrupted. Because you need Andhra Pradesh support.
Is Andhra Pradesh not part of South India?
Please, can you just keep quiet?
Is Andhra Pradesh not part of South India? What are you trying to suggest,
Can
sir?
you just extend the courtesy? I think, see, I never interrupted you, so please keep
No,
quiet.
is Andhra Pradesh not part of South India? Are you suggesting?
No, see, you keep.
Go
You're
ahead,
not the
go ahead,
anchor.
Salem
Let me
Dharnitaran. 1
complete.
minute, Guru
Can I
Prakash
get
Paswan.
30
Go ahead,
seconds?
Salem.
Andhra Pradesh got significantly higher amount of money because they need Andhra support to run the union government, which is exactly the problem. This politics coming into distribution of money,
This
devolution
is a
of funds.
pointless
And
argument.
again, see that viewers can decide, not for you to decide. I would like you to maintain the decorum, right? Second, the previous spokesperson representing TDP, I think it doesn't understand political economy. There is no term called as institutional setup. It's institutional capacity. Last year, Arsh Moglo got Nobel Prize for what? For saying why nations fail. So for a nation to fail and succeed, only one thing is important, that's institutional capacity. Throwing money at that does not improve an institution. You need a metric-based system. If a state will achieve a metric, then give them more money. Right? You throw money and that money is lost in corruption. then
get
the
30
country is at a
seconds,
loss.
Veera
Okay,
sir.
Let
the
the
time's
performance
up
metric
now
be there,
on
no?
this. I'm just going to give 30 seconds each to. I'm going to give 30 seconds each to Anurag Naidu and Syed Asad Abbas, and I'm just going to set the record straight, because just a fact check, neither is Anurag Naidu part of the TDP. He is pro-BJP political analyst, and Syed Asad Abbas is a pro-Congress political analyst. They are not part of any political party. Anurag Naidu.
Yeah, quick two rebuttals. Saeed Abbas mentioned about Karnataka. The Modi government in the last 10 years gave 240% more in terms of tax devolution and granting aid to Karnataka compared to the last 10 years of the UPA government. That is point. And also, Veera, one very interesting point that we should be discussing is there are about 7 parameters when you calculate this tax devolution. One of the most important parameter is fiscal discipline of the state. The question that I want to ask is, particularly the southern states, a lot of, including my own states, the question is, how good are we in maintaining our own fiscal discipline for the state in terms of, we have 65,000 crores investment in
Discipline of the
freeways in
Union
Karnataka
Government of
and other
India.
things. So we also
Can
need
I
to
answer,
show up
please?
how well are we lined up in terms
The
of,
Jet2 GDP of India is
executing our
50%,
fiscal
excluding the
discipline.
states.
Can I come in? Veera sir.
Okay,
Veera sir.
Syed Asad Abbas, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead,
Let us
Syed Asad
understand.
Abbas.
Probably my friend Anurag Naidu, who actually also happens to be from Karnataka, is not privy to the fact that the 15th Finance Commission reduced Karnataka's tax share from 4.7% to 3.6%. It cost the state 79,770 crore over 5 years, sir. Not
All
just
right.
that, even the recommended special grant of 5,495 crore to compensate for these losses was denied by the Modi government. Respected sir, in your oath to be a BJP supporter, why are you not sharing these
Absolutely
facts
not.
with us, people of
Absolutely not.
Karnataka? Why
Absolutely
are
not.
you
No, no.
silent?
No,
What
I
about
think
the special grant of 5,000 crore?
we are
Why is the tax
completely
share reduced from 4.7
we're
to
completely out of time.
3.6%?
Unfortunately, time like money is limited, and we are completely out of time in terms of allocation of time. I hope all of you have got your own allocation of time, but
Like
that's
allocation
all
of funds.
we have time for on this conversation here
Thank you.
this evening. But thanks to Guru Prakash Paswan, Selam Dharanitharan, Anurag Naidu, as well as Syed Asad Abbas for joining us this evening on the show.